Y'all status Bell Harbor. I bought Lennox Mall for my brothers. Sold yard bag, told the cutter. I got it out the field, fuck Russell. Going ass Lori about the paddock, and going ass Jordan ass dead. Elite water trying to drown a bitch. Just a habit tricking on a bitch. Shit, I'm thinking I'm cooking a pimp. Shit, I'm cooking up dope like a dump. Shit, like her first gon' sit nigga trim. Shit, I'm floating them out in the blimp. Shit, it look like I'm swimming in glass. Shit, I turn on my bitch cause she bad. Shit, I'm making my ex nigga mad. Shit, they go for that number for smack. Real nigga alert up, wearing a bag. Piping a bitch and they nail like I can. Turn up the shooters with switches go bad. Stay with some scammers, but no one's okay. Trapping no rapping, my dog, he fall off. No capping, no bound.
What it do, 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 what it do. On the late night shit, man. On that late night shit, dog.
Ain't no place I'd rather be than
Goddamn, Sam.
Drifting on a memory.
Duggar. Hold up.
Ain't no place I'd rather be than with you.
She shotgun in the coupe. We smoking back to back like my rap name Snoop. It's stuck a motherfucker, one deep, no group. I don't need a bodyguard, play with me, I shoot. Come through something new, it's a hobby. I've been riding slabs since Woe Wasabi. Ex concierge, I keep a dime in my lobby. 4-5 stuck to my side if you try me, yeah. Get your face blown, bet I get the case gone. In my 56 dog with the grace on. They be like, damn, Thugger still winning. He been getting to the money for a minute. Never sold my soul, still keep it Texas. Lot of rubber bands spent on the necklace. It'll be over before you think so. Thinking back in the days when I sip a foe.
Drifting on a memory.
Hold up.
Ain't no place I'd rather be than with you. Drifting on a
Thinking back in the days, man, when H-Town was H-Town, we was coming down for real.
Ain't no place I'd rather
when something like this.
with
Back in 99 when boys used to be screwed up. Southside ride red and outside blued up. Big Lex on swings if you holding main. If you ain't from around here, you don't know the slang. Switch house to SUC, man, rep your gang. Coming down, trunk bang, boys slanging cane. Dope boys had the city on lock. A bunch of rich niggas on every other block. No scamming, Tech 9 jamming. We was moving work from Antoine to Fanning. Yeah, we off the nose, so we dress rugged. Yeah, we keep it thuggish and these bitches love it. Dicky suit with the fire on me. Lot of loud niggas done got quiet on me. What, y'all got tired on me? R.I.P. to all the real ones that died on me.
drifting on a memory. Ain't no place I'd rather
that motherfucker jam, man. We gonna get one more win, one more jam, man. Shit. Oh, the world. God damn. This motherfucker play shit. It's windy than a bitch outside.
Drunk straight out the capsule, send her ass to Molly World. I don't even drink for real, but I down there fuck the bottle girl. I just bought a bitch 2 pair of Chanel's, I told her mom for. When I'm in the club, when niggas don't like, we having bottle war. Set my mind like we on that nigga ass, ain't no talking to her. Give me compliments, my bitch for real, but ain't no talking to her. Champagne back to back in the Gucci store when I walk through it. Get high, then I treat the mic like therapy, cause I talk to it. I sit back and ask myself why so many times they treating sports just like the streets, they trying to give him fines. He in the trenches without a gun, I called and gave him mine. Bump heads on my day one yesterday, I say I'ma give him time. Hope BA get right back off that time, they gave him 55. I hate Tasty, gone forever, we locked in on 59. He was my dog, he was my round, he was like 50 twice. I made it out, I beat the odds, it gotta be precise. Me and my auntie had some words, that shit ain't me alive. See my little daughter bad as hell and she ain't even 5. Yeah. He got the same time as a shooter and he ain't even drive. A OPP got hit in his TOP and he ain't even die. I seen so many young niggas lose their lives. That's why when I go to a funeral today, I don't even cry. And that real shit running in my veins. Some niggas don't fuck with for real, they just one of my stains. I put 90 on your head, that's one of my chains. And I can't cap that nigga Von made me go to Johnny Dang. I popped the pill and held my head down, I was feeling strange. I'm swinging first whenever a nigga asks me what I bang. When you lose 5 niggas and want something, that's when you'll feel my pain. You ain't gotta snatch it, they'll kill you, you can't feel my chain. I'm the highest in the room, I feel just like LaFlame. They'll give you life, but change to a dub if you give them name. Yeah, my life for real, this not a movie. If a nigga I know support my song, they'll call them groupies. And they ain't even meet Lil Baby, but they'll go post his music. And that's my dog for sure. That's my dog for sure. And I be stressed out with my kids, sometimes I don't call it all. And you be acting like you off perks, but you off Tylenol. I done popped some X and I told my mom I was off Adderall. I buy that Glock, I need that switch, I need that attach me off.
Well, I guess shit today, man. I ain't really say I was gonna cover no content, so shit. I guess we could guess we'll go to this Billy Black interview with Billy Black interview. Oh, sure, yeah, we can go to the Billy Black interview first, man. We'll go to this shit first, see what he's talking about. How about that Glock? How about that? I need the attachment, y'all. Go to the Billy Black.
Keep the guys' names in these whoops that be going on. So break the shit down J-Mane saying your name on purpose.
Fuck
Break the shit down on
on.
saying
I
Billy
mean,
name on
I
purpose.
mean, that's love, though. You supposed to keep your brothers lit. You feel me? Them
Break shit
niggas
down.
do it. You feel me? And that's how you supposed to do it. You got your feet in there. And you doing right, black man. I love it. You feel me?
Break this shit down.
What's up now? What's up?
Now, you did call me about the DJ bands whoop. I don't know, should we start like
Pop it off.
break the shit down? How did you feel? Because I seen you say something crazy about his son, and then you we had a man-to-man talk. You, all right, J-Man, you right. I was over whooping. You took that down. Break shit down. So explain like just your feelings towards a nigga from Chicago, because DJ Bands is from Chicago.
Right. Where you from though?
I ain't asked exactly where Band's from,
Right.
but
Okay.
he
Okay.
was around the 600s, and he was around
The old
Lemron, old Blockians.
Yeah,
He was around the BDs.
We talking about the same nigga that Crump knocked the fuck out of the mall, right?
Hold on, break, because somebody said, J-Mane,
I'm just making sure.
somebody asked like, why you ain't ask him this? But you know, sometimes I be doing my homework, but I don't do all my homework. Just like DJ Ben said, he don't know no Billionaire Black songs. I probably seen that back in the day, but forgot about it. You know what I mean? Like, break this shit
You
down.
can't forget no shit like that.
That was Crump though, the one who passed.
R.P. Crump, man. You know, that was my dog.
And
you
that
know?
video was in Atlanta, right?
I don't even know. I know they was in a mall, and nigga thought it was Shake That Ass Time, shopping or some shit like that.
Break this shit
And
down.
folks walked right up on his ass with a camera out and punched his ass one time when he was on his back pockets. Literally, sweet.
I seen this. So what Crump and Bands had going on back then?
Man, that shit was over that little bullshit. You know, remember they had that fight with, fucking in the clothing store with King Louis and Lil Durk now.
I break shit down.
They had that big ass war back then type shit.
And so they end up catching Bands by itself type shit.
Caught him with his pants down. He got put on his ass.
Break this shit down. See, yeah, I'm supposed to be doing another interview with DJ Bands.
There's gonna be another.
Shout out DJ Bands with your ass.
Wait.
We're gonna go at something else, man, because I'm gonna say this shit because I ain't even watched it yet my goddamn self. So we'll go into something else real fast. I ain't even pinned the link or nothing, man. I'm just over here hiding the motherfucker.
We're calling on Jesus.
Oh yeah. Oh no, what the fuck? What the fuck that was? Yeah. Nigga might need to hear that shit then. That's what it was. Nigga might needed to hear that shit, man.
Yellow's mellow, but whites, we educate in a way that says that white males have done all the adventures, have made all the adventures, have done all the discovering, have made all, everything that is good and has been accomplished according to social studies, which is actually anti-social studies, by white males. It's a lot. Well, I'm a third grade teacher in a country school in Riceville, Iowa, and I am here at the NAACP speaking because the day after Martin Luther King Jr. was killed by a society that hated him because he was going to change the economic situation in this country, I did an exercise in discrimination with my third grade classroom to let my little third graders, all white, all Christian children, find out how it feels to be something other than white in the United States of America. I split them according to the color of their eyes and treated those who had their own color eyes for the day the way we have traditionally treated blacks, Native Americans, Asians, all those Jews, all those who are different in appearance or in religion. And we learned more that day than I wanted to know.
What did that study show you?
Oh, it showed me a lot of things. Number one, it showed me that racism is a learned response. Nobody's born a bigot. You have to teach bigotry, and that's
You have
what
to
we
teach
do in
that
this
stuff,
country.
man.
I found out how it feels to be on the receiving end of racism because I'm blue-eyed, and the brown-eyed children were on the top in that first day. And I found out how it feels to be treated badly by people over whom you have power because of having the wrong color eyes. I found out how it feels to be subjected to unbelievable and unreal discrimination because of a physical characteristic over which I had no control. I thought I knew about racism. I thought I knew about child psychology. I knew nothing. All I knew was what I had learned in school. And what I had learned in school was not education. What I got in school wasn't education. It was indoctrination. I was taught how to be a good American citizen. And in this country, we think that the only Americans are the ones who live in the contiguous 48 states of the United States. Americans are everybody from the very north tip of Canada to the very southern tip of South America. But we, in our arrogance, say that we are the only Americans. If you're really going to keep this America to Americans, we don't dare build a wall on the southern border of the United States, because those people, those brown-skinned people that are going to come across that border are Americans. Now, we'd better choose our language or choose our behaviors. Let me tell you something. It wasn't a study, and it wasn't an experiment. I don't experiment with children without their knowledge or their permission. It was experiential education. It was giving a child an experience for the purpose of changing their brain. And that's exactly what it does every time I do it.
Now, you conducted the same study. I'm sorry, not study.
Exercise.
Exercise.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And is it any different between the children and the adults?
Adults get more violent. I've been hit several times by white males, angry white males. I've had a knife pulled on me. They ran me out of Uniontown, Pennsylvania at midnight one night, 3 carloads of blacks did, to get me out of town because the teachers that I put through the exercise in a very limited way were so angry that they called the superintendent in the afternoon and said, if you don't get that bitch out of town, we're going to kill her. So they got me out of town. First time I've been scared. And the last time I've been scared. Because I found out that day that they could kill me, but they couldn't kill the idea. Victor Hugo said, no force on earth can stop an idea whose time has come. The idea of one race, the human race, is an idea whose time has come. We are not going to be able to stop it no matter what they do. They can elect Trump after Trump after Trump, and that will not stop the idea that there's only one race on the face of the earth. It's the human race, and we are all members of it. You and I are cousins. Now, if you don't like being my cousin, that's too bad for you. But we are all in the same family. We are members of the family of man.
You say that all whites are racist. Can you expound on that?
Any white person who was born, raised, and schooled in the United States of America, if you aren't a racist, you're a miracle. Either that or you decided to educate yourself. Because education in this country is about white is right, brown's all right.
Y'all remember when Jane Elliott, the legendary white anti-racism educator, warned that movements built on hatred would inevitably collapse? When she told black people to stay out of white America's self-destruction and let them reap what they've sown,
Same thing that Lil
guess what?
Farrakhan said.
It's happening. MAGA
He said
is
the same
crumbling from
thing.
the inside. And we need to do exactly what Jane Elliott said. Stay out of it. What's good, family? Welcome back to Chronicles of Blacks, where we don't just report the news. We remind you that the prophets already told us what would happen. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Smash that like, drop a comment, and let me know where you're watching from. Because this community is global, and we're documenting prophecy becoming reality. Every view, every share, every comment pushes this truth further. Now, let's get into this. Because what we're witnessing is the fulfillment of a warning that was given decades ago. Jane Elliott, a white woman who's been educating people about racism since 1968, warned that white America's racism would eventually destroy them. She warned that movements built on hatred, on division, on the oppression of others cannot stand. And she specifically told black people, stay out of it. Don't get involved. Let them reap what they've sown. Let me give you the facts first, because we always start with receipts. Jane Elliott became famous for her blue eyes, brown eyes experiment, which she conducted the day after Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. She divided her 3rd grade class by eye color and subjected the blue-eyed children to discrimination to show them what racism feels like. The results were immediate and devastating. And for over 50 years, she's been conducting this exercise with adults.
So you telling me that it ain't gonna be too many. Like it's gonna be more brown eyes than it's gonna be blue eyes. So when you even majority of the black people eyes gonna be brown. So you can just put them on there, add them to the side too. You know what I'm saying? So when you take them blue eyes, put them to the side, you feel, hey, that's crazy, dog. That's a crazy way of putting things, dog. Man, shout out to Miss James. Much respect to her. Much respect and love to her, man. She
Proving
definitely
that
real.
racism is learned and that it destroys everyone it touches. But Elliot didn't stop at education. She's been warning white America that their system is collapsing. She said that any white person born, raised, and schooled in the United States who isn't racist is a miracle. She said that white people benefit from racism, and that's why they don't fight it. And she said that the collapse of white America is inevitable because you cannot build a lasting civilization on injustice. Let me set up what Elliot has been saying, because this is where her prophetic voice becomes undeniable.
Gotta stand back. Yellow's mellow, but whites, we educate in a way that says that white males have done all the adventures, have made all the adventures, have done all the discovering, have made all
This lady is
everything
crazy,
that
dog.
has been accomplished according to social studies, which is actually anti-social studies, by white males. It's a lie. But we do that in order to maintain the myth of white superiority. The myth of race has to be maintained at all costs in this country. Because if white people have to give up the color of their skin as being something that makes them perfect, what do they have left? If we start teaching the truth about history, if we start teaching about Nile Valley contributions to civilization, it will totally change the way we conduct ourselves in the classroom. It will have to. Columbus didn't discover America. You can't discover a place where people are already living. But we celebrate that every October. It's a lie. We need to get over. We need to stop telling the myth and start telling the truth.
So when you tell
Damn.
people that they're racist, and it must have some kind of effect, because most people will say, I'm not racist.
I'm not a racist. Why, some of my best friends are black. Yeah, and then you say, I don't see color. And when some woman says to me, I don't see color, I say, I knew that. If you saw color, you wouldn't dye your hair that way. Or I say, if you saw color, you wouldn't wear that shirt with those pants. I believe that you don't see color. It's an attempt to deny skin color.
Yeah.
And it's an attempt to deny what's wrong with seeing the color of my skin.
Right.
Is it all right for you to see me kind of pink? That's okay for me. I don't mind. And I suspect that you don't mind being seen the color you are. You have a right to be what you are.
Right.
And until people in this country and people in this world get it into their heads that the first modern human beings that evolved on this earth were black women. They evolved in sub-Saharan Africa about 280,000 years ago. And every human being on the face of the earth today has the memory of those black women's genetic structure in their genes. Now, we don't want to admit that, but that's the way it is. And as people moved farther and farther from the equator, their bodies produced less and less melanin, so their hair, their skin, and their eyes got lighter. As they moved into the east, they ate a lot of fish and a lot of vegetables, so their skin took on a different tone. I found that out when I was raising little kids. My husband worked in a supermarket. He was the head of the produce department, and they had lots of oranges that they couldn't sell, so he'd bring them home, and I was feeding my kids orange juice like you never saw in your life. They began to have an orange cast to their skin. I thought they had a liver problem. So I took them to the doctor, and she said, what are you feeding these kids? I said, well, lots of orange juice. She said, stop it if you want them to stop being orange. Now, if you think that skin color isn't anything other than the body's natural reaction to the natural environment,
That's
get
all it
over
is.
it.
That's all it is.
So if all white people are racist, according to you, can they be reprogrammed?
Of course they can. Of course they can. Of course they can be. It's called education. I'm an educator. The word educator comes from the root duc dus, which means lead, the prefix e, which means out, the suffix ate, which means the act of, and the suffix or, which means one who does. An educator is one who is engaged in the act of leading people out of ignorance. Now, I know you can change them. The second year I did the blue-eyed, brown-eyed exercise in my classroom, it was filmed by the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. They gave me a copy of that film. My father was about 59 years old at the time. He's been a farmer all his life. He raised six kids, lost one. He raised raised 6. Watch that film as a
She be
59-year-old
tearing
man.
their ass
When it
up,
was over,
dog. This
he
is why I
stood up
like her,
and
dog.
with tears in his eyes, he took his
Them
red
smart
handkerchief
people,
out
you
of
can't
the
beat
back pocket
them.
of his
And also
overalls,
you
his
can't
bib
beat
overalls,
people.
and said, I wish
The reason
somebody
why I
had taught
like
me
her
that when I was 9 years old.
because you can't be the smart person, but you can't be the person that's a learner. She said, I didn't even know that until I did this. You know what I'm saying? Until I went and looked it up. I didn't even know that. Like when you can admit when you wrong or you didn't know something or you're not as smart, them the smart people, fool. Them the smart people, dog. And when you don't lie to yourself, man, she definitely ain't lying to herself, dog.
Nobody had dare say to me, this doesn't work. This is too harsh. This isn't necessary. You can't teach an old dog new tricks because they're wrong. You can teach an old dog new tricks. You can teach people to give up the myth of racism.
That's what I have. I don't believe in no racism. Fuck
that
all
the
that
sun was a
bullshit.
god in a
I like
chariot
white
that
people.
went
I
across the
like black
sky every
people.
morning.
I
They
love my
believed that
race
for
a little bit
hundreds of
more, but
years.
I love
We have
all.
believed the myth of 3 or 4 races, different races in this country.
That
for
shit
long enough.
old.
We often hear about reverse racism now.
There's no such thing as reverse racism. There's no such thing as reverse racism. You can only be a racist if you have the power
If you
to
have the power.
institutionalize what you're doing to people who are different from you. What we're calling reverse racism is natural reaction to being treated unfairly on the basis of somebody else's ignorance. Now, don't ever let anybody say to you or about anyone around you that people don't like that person because of the color of their skin. That isn't the reason white people don't like people of color. They don't like people of color because they don't understand about skin color. And they don't understand that we all are descendants of somebody who looked like your mother.
Steve.
You don't really want to get me started on this.
You don't want
I
to.
do
You don't want to.
want
You don't
to
want to crank
really
me up.
angry about how
You
we
don't
are
wanna crank me
miseducating
up.
the American mind.
And what I like the most about what you're doing in your exercises is that you come in with a very direct attitude. You even call yourself the B word.
Well, but you see, the B word for me is the one that's most often used to refer to me. It used to bother me a lot. For me, the B word is an acronym for being in total control, honey. So you want to call me that? It'll prove to me that you're out of control. And then I'll whip out my little Lorena Bobbitt fruit knife and take care of it for you. Go on.
So is it necessary to strip away all of a white person's power, like in your exercises, in order for them to see the light? Or is there another way
It's
to...
necessary to do what we do in offices and in the military and in schools and colleges and in hospitals and in community groups all the time. What we do is we become our parent ego. We go into our parent ego state, and that forces all those we're working with into their child ego state. And if you watch our so-called president, he spends most of his time either in his child or his parent ego state. He never gets into his adult ego state unless he's reading off the teleprompter. And he is such a poor reader that oftentimes he makes mistakes, and then he is instantly in his child ego state right in front of your very eyes. It's absolutely fascinating to watch it happen.
Speaking of our president, a lot of people say that racism has risen under him.
I mean, anybody who doesn't say that hasn't been paying attention. It absolutely has. I'm getting more hate mail now than I have gotten for years. The kinds of things that are being said in this country today are things that he has said for the last 2 years. He has said them publicly, and he got elected because he said them publicly. We have a group of people in the United States of America who were in response to 8 years of a black man in the White House and the possibility that they might have from 4 to 8 years of a woman in the White House will elect anything that walks and can chew gum at the same time. This last election, as far as I'm concerned, was a direct response to having a black man in the White House for 8 years. And it's time to change the White House to the president's house. This is ridiculous. To call the place where the president of the United States lives the White House. It sends the wrong message.
Yeah.
It says, I remember when Richard Nixon said to a group of reporters, I'm trying to save the White House for you white people. That says it all. And at that moment I thought, well, wait a minute. Now, this is something that has to be changed, and it has to be changed. Nothing can stop an idea whose time has come. It's time to change the name of the White House to the President's House or the President's Residence, which has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
It's
Okay,
his shit.
let's just say that Donald Trump, President Trump, is trying to bring the country together like he said he would do. Wait a second. He's trying to bring the country together. How would he go about doing that? And
Resign. If he really wants to bring the country together, all he has to do is resign and take his, what do you call him, with him? The second in command, the vice president. That would bring the country together. But right now, the only way he can bring the country together is put somebody else in the president's office. He does not know how to be a president. He does not know what legislation is about. He does not know how to do this job. He didn't intend to get this job. And had it not been for the Electoral College, he wouldn't have this job. Mrs. Clinton won the popular vote. The only reason we have this person as the President of the United States right now is because the members of the Electoral College didn't do what that Electoral College was designed to do. Thomas Jefferson designed that to make sure that no one who was unfit for
this
that
lady
office would
is.
ever be elected President of the United
Listen,
States.
man.
The Electoral College
Listen,
last year,
I'm gonna listen to a troll or I'm gonna listen to an educated woman that even had to check her own way of thinking. Like, come on, bro. Y'all better.
did that.
the state of the country being what it is right now, there's a lot of conversations taking place about, let's have a conversation about race. How would a person go about having that conversation? What can they expect to happen in a conversation?
Well, the first thing they have to do is not talk about tolerance. I found out the day I was on the bottom in the blue-eyed, brown-eyed exercise with my students, I found out how it feels to be tolerated. I found out that tolerance means put up with or allow me to be. I don't need your allowance, and I don't need to be tolerated. I want to be valued, recognized, and appreciated. Put your tolerance where the sun doesn't shine. I do not believe in tolerance because in this country, we tolerate zits when we're little, zits when we're teenagers, hot flashes when we're old, and the flu and bad weather in between. We tolerate ugly things that are going to go away. I don't intend to tolerate anyone. I intend to recognize, appreciate, and value.
Right, I want. Hey,
and I have all kinds of respect for
hey,
the man who is part of.
come on now. Would you just want to hang with some friends that just tolerant of you, that they don't really got no love for you, or you want to hang around some people that really got love for you? Man, you better listen to this lady, dog. These are all facts.
The tolerance group in Atlanta, maybe. I have all kinds of respect for those folks, but we've got to change it from tolerance because the powerful can tolerate. The powerless have to wait to be tolerated. I have no time for that. Now I'm going to get lots of angry responses to that. And I understand that. But I'm reading a book right now. Everybody needs to read this book. It's called, everybody has to read this. Everybody that's watching this has to read this book on tyranny. 20 things that we've learned over the last 100 years in this country that have put us in the position we're in now and what we can do about it. Everybody has
That's okay. I got
this
some.
book.
Y'all stay
They
in
should
here.
read this book first, and then they should
I
read
got
The Myth
something
of
very,
Race
very
by
special
Robert
for
Lloyd
y'all.
Sussman. And once you've read The Myth,
Hey, just y'all stay in here, man. Just be patient with me. After this video, we gonna go into Trump. We got some more stuff. Don't worry. Y'all gotta stay here and be patient.
of Race, you will never, ever again.
All trolls can rock out respectfully, man. No racist slurs, none of that. No LGB comments, and y'all can rock out. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Go along with the idea that there are 3 or 4 or 5 different races. It was a lie made up by the people who ran the Spanish Inquisition. And before that, there were different colors, but race had nothing to do. There was only one race, the human race.
People fear to understand that what they don't
We have the power to
understand,
do that.
man. That's simple.
This country got ready for World War II in about 6 months. And you're telling me that we can't destroy racism? White people created racism. Anything you create, you can destroy. God created human beings, the human race, and they started out black women. White
Listen,
people created racism.
listen. If this shit going on with Trump now is about race, why they fighting each other? Why is it ICE agents shooting their own people that look just like them? Same race. That's what I'm trying to say. Man, y'all crazy.
Human beings created racism. It's time to get over it.
You gotta get over that shit.
Can we go back?
That's not what this about.
Sure you can.
You criticized President Trump.
Did I?
One thing that a lot of people have criticized former President Obama on was not speaking out on race enough. Do you think he failed in that?
We created that shit. It is taught, man.
Imagine
Listen.
what would have happened to him.
Listen,
The
dog.
man is still.
I say this in all my lives, dog. In these days and time, and I'm gonna try to say this in the most respectful way. And I like racism in these kids these days won't work in the inner city because they love a lot of the black things. They love a lot of the black things in the black culture. They love the hip hop. They love the clothing. So if that white father or that white mother would come home and tell them that them kids can't wear that no more, you know, them kids will probably run away or something. They'll probably run away. You can't jam that no more. There's no more jamming the Pooh Shiesty. Man, them kids gonna go crazy. It's different. You can't, I don't think you can influence them kids to be racist now. That's why I say racist stuff is out. It's got to be taught maybe in them country towns, little bitty hole in the wild towns. Yeah, maybe, but not in this inner city, dog. It's just when I go buy sneakers, I'm a sneakerhead. When I go buy sneakers, them people that's lined up are white too. they white too. I hate to say it, dog. They're white too. It's like this is about a money thing and a power trip, dog. Y'all not understanding, but we gonna get into this. Y'all just bear with me, man. I just love this lady, dog, because she speak facts. I'm not a racist. She's not a racist. She had to check her way of thinking. Like, and when she got to reading stuff and digging up information, like she had to check her way of thinking, dog. Like,
Still alive. Do you remember Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? Do you remember Malcolm X? Do you remember all those people have been killed not because of the color of their skin, but because of the fear of white people, that someone who isn't white is going to look better, sound better, act better, do better than they do. Mr. Obama was the president of all of us. He wasn't just the president of black people. He was the president of all of us. The man who's there now is and claims to be the president of what he's really saying.
Rights activist Jane Elliott.
kind of seems
Today,
that way.
Most urban sectors, especially Milwaukee, remains hyper segregated. Why is it taking so long, or why doesn't it seem like we can move the button on diversity in neighborhoods?
Because the people who have the power in this country are the people who have the money. And the people who have the money are going to decide where people live. You need to realize that there are more children attending segregated schools in the United States today than there were previous to Brown versus Board of Education. And that's a fact. You need to realize that it is not the intent.
Man,
of
they
white
know
people
she's
to
telling the
let
truth.
This situation change in favor of anyone but themselves. And
Angela,
right now,
Miss
white
Angela,
people are
Miss
really
Angela,
frightened.
you know,
If you don't
they
understand
know she's
the
telling
destruction
truth,
of
man.
Planned
You know
Parenthood,
that. It be hurting sometimes.
and
The
you don't
truth be
understand the
hurting
wall
sometimes.
that we're
right?
going to build on the southern border of the United States. You haven't read the book, The Birth Dearth by Ben Wattenberg. Ben Wattenberg was a brilliant Jewish man who was a member of the American Enterprise Institute. And he wrote a book, the first paragraph of which says, the main problem confronting the United States today is there aren't enough white babies being born in this country. He was an advisor to presidents of the United States. He wrote the book in 1987. He says if we don't change this and change it rapidly, white people will lose their numerical majority in this country, and this will no longer be a white man's land. Now, I'm not misrepresenting this. I'm telling you almost exactly what he says. He says there are three things we can do to solve this. Number one, we could pay women to have babies, as they have been doing in Western European nations for years. Then he says, and these are his words, not mine. Unfortunately, we would have to pay women of all colors to have babies, so we don't want.
In her speeches and interviews, she talks about how white America is crumbling from the inside. Birth rates are declining. Mental health crises are exploding. Addiction is rampant. Communities are fracturing. And the very people who built the system are now being destroyed by it. She says that white people created racism, and anything you create, you can destroy. But they won't destroy it because they benefit from it. And so it will destroy them instead. She warns that the violence, the hatred, the exploitation that was directed outward for centuries is now turning inward. And black people, who've been the primary targets of that violence, need to stay out
because
of the way and let
money.
divine justice run its course. Now, here's my verdict on
it
this.
is all this
Jane
about
Elliott
is
is saying
money,
what black people have
man.
been saying forever. But because she's white,
These days,
because she's speaking to white
that
people from
creates
inside
power.
the system,
She
her
kept
words
saying
carry
power,
weight that
power,
ours
power,
don't.
power, power.
And
You
that's
gotta
both
have money.
frustrating and strategic. It's frustrating because it shows that the messenger matters more than the message in a racist society. But it's strategic because sometimes the truth needs to come from inside the house to be believed. And now, as we watch MAGA collapse, as we see congressional members retiring, supporters fleeing, promises unfulfilled, economic devastation hitting the communities that believe the lies, Jane Elliott's warnings are proving prophetic. Let me break down the hypocrisy here, because this is where it gets real. When black people say that white supremacy is destroying America, we're called divisive. When we say that racism will eventually collapse the system, we're called radical. When we say that white people benefit from racism, and that's why they don't fight it, we're called race baiters. But when Jane Elliott, a white woman, says the exact same things, suddenly it's worth discussing. Suddenly it's credible. Suddenly it's profound. So, which is it? Is the message true or not? Because the truth doesn't change based on who's speaking it. The reality is that white supremacy has always been fragile. It's always required violence, laws, and propaganda to maintain itself. And now, as the contradictions become undeniable, as the economic system fails the very people it was supposed to protect, as the promises of prosperity remain unfulfilled, the structure is collapsing. Let me connect this to the system, because this is not just about individual racism. This is about how empires fall. Every empire built on oppression eventually collapses. The exploitation that was directed outward turns inward. The violence that was used to control others is used against the population. The lies that justified the oppression are exposed, and the structure crumbles. That's what's happening in white America right now. The opioid crisis is devastating white communities. Economic inequality is destroying the white middle class. Political division is tearing white families apart, and the system that was supposed to protect them is failing them. And Jane Elliott is saying, this is what happens when you build on a foundation of injustice. This is what happens when you create a system that requires an underclass to function. This is what happens when you prioritize whiteness over humanity. You destroy yourself. There's a scripture that speaks directly to this. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. White America sowed racism, violence, and oppression for centuries, and now they're reaping the harvest. The collapse is not random. It's consequence. It's divine justice. Now, let me speak directly to my black family watching this. Jane Elliott's message to us is clear. Stay out of it. Don't try to save them. Don't sacrifice yourself trying to fix their problems. Don't get caught up in their collapse. Let them reap what they've sown. This is not about celebrating suffering. This is about self-preservation. This is about recognizing that we've been warning them for centuries and they didn't listen. We've been fighting for justice and they fought against us. We've been building and they destroyed what we built. So now, as their system collapses, our job is not to save.
That's okay, but I got something else for you, man. I got something better than that, man. Hey, man, we're going to get off that because, that's her opinion. That's like everybody's entitled to their opinion, but a lot of those facts she read in books and shit. So, you might want to listen. I would listen to her before though, but we're going to get into something else. So y'all remember how basically what just went down, what we just seen, we just saw that no, should it be this one or is it
on the decision made far away by people who will never.
Hold on, let me see. Let me go back real fast. I gotta get it right for y'all. We had saw how basically what we saw is they took over they took their motherfucking oil. Is what they did is they took their dang oil, man. So we're gonna get into this, dog. I'm gonna show y'all what Trump is trying to do, dog. Deboing people, man. And I read the little story of this while I was driving the other day, but I'm finna run it the right way today. And I'm gonna show y'all what he's doing to these countries, dog.
Because it suddenly became evil, but because the modern.
Y'all not understanding, dog. When other people see you do shit like this, they don't want to make deals with you, bro. Because they feel like you gonna do them like that, like you just did, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of this shit is like collateral damage, dog. A lot of it, bro. So
I woke up to a different kind of invasion. No troops on the border, no flags raised over a ministry, no tanks rolling through a capital, only a statement delivered with the casual certainty of a man who believes the world is an inventory. Venezuelan oil would be moved, redirected, brought home, as if a nation's lifeblood were a shipment waiting for a new address. Yes, there was turmoil in Caracas. Yes, the world was already arguing about leaders, arrests, legitimacy, and who should sit in which chair. But that is not what made my hands go cold. What made my hands go cold was the speed at which the conversation shifted from politics to property. Because when oil changes direction overnight, it is not only commerce, it is command. It is a message to every small nation with resources beneath its soil. Your wealth can become someone else's lever. The moment your institutions are shaken, the moment your stability is questioned, the moment a powerful capital decides your crisis is an opportunity, they will call it a deal. They will call it security. They will call it order. I call it the oldest ambition in modern language, extracting control without planting a flag. And if the world learns to accept this as normal, then tomorrow it will not be oil. Tomorrow it will be you. People think oil is power because it burns. They are wrong. Oil is power because it moves, and whoever controls how it moves can control the breathing rhythm of a nation. A tanker does not look like an army. A contract does not sound like a weapon. A shipping schedule does not resemble conquest. And that is precisely why this method is effective. It arrives dressed as normal commerce while doing the work of domination. When a powerful leader says he will bring the oil home, he is not merely describing transportation. He is describing authority. He is describing the assumption that a crisis in another country is permission to reorganize that country's resources, its cash flow, and its future. This is the first lesson. Modern extraction does not require occupation. It requires choke points.
Obviously,
choke points are invisible to ordinary citizens, but they decide everything. Insurance, who can insure the ship.
Okay. Obviously, y'all must ain't been reading that. We got our own oil, nigga. We can put our own price on that. He could have been said drop the price. We could sell our own shit. There was no reason for him to even go take that. Dog, we have our own. We got our own, bro. We got our own, dog. We got our own. So, what I'm gonna show you, that was the wrong video, but this is it right here. So y'all tell me this is right here. This is right. Now, now if y'all say this right, you know what I'm about to call y'all. I'm about to.
It began with a whisper, a single.
If y'all say this is right or fair in any type of way, I'm gonna have to call y'all some type of words, bro, because this is not at all. It's not at all fair right here, bro. Come on, dog. You gotta keep it real, dog. Damn, hold on. We gotta keep it real. Listen to this right here. Y'all think it's a game.
Single sentence, buried deep inside a classified dispatch, but potent enough to shake a nation's foundation, Burkina Faso had been given a deadline, 48 hours to surrender 60% of its newly confirmed gold and oil deposits.
This is
the
called
message came with a
extortion.
signature that
That's what
turned
this
every
called.
head in the room. Donald J. Trump, the sitting president of the United States at that time. This wasn't diplomacy. This was a raw, transactional power play, the kind that bypasses embassies and walks straight through the back door. Even within D.C., insiders were stunned. There were no negotiations, no official visits, just a bold demand. Cede control of your most valuable assets or suffer the consequences. It wasn't a suggestion, it was a threat, targeted precisely at the core of West Africa's rising independence movement. Before we continue, make sure you subscribe.
So what Trump has said, what Trump told Africa is they 60%. Okay, now let me remind y'all, we all know that Africa main resources go. First you went over here, you just took all the oil, the main oil. But a few months ago, you just went over here to Africa and tried to take their gold. You try to do the same thing to them, dog. The same thing, but they didn't go for it, dog. See, this the shit y'all, I know y'all can read, right? Y'all can, yeah, this happened first. He went to Africa. Well, he didn't go to Africa. Yeah, I think he did go to Africa, but the message was sent through the mail. It was no talks, no nothing, just a letter saying you got 48 hours to do this. Come up with the bread, like on some mob shit. When you owe some money, you owe a debt. You got 48 hours to come up with the bread, nigga. Or, you know.
For more deep-cut global stories that expose what mainstream media won't. Back to the story. The document didn't leak by accident. It was delivered deliberately by a known intermediary, a retired U.S. military officer accompanied by private contractors with no clear affiliations. By dawn, the file had reached Captain Ibrahim Traore's desk. Its content was crystal clear. Give American companies immediate access to energy and mineral extraction sites, transfer long-term control over Burkina Faso's resource management to a Washington-backed economic board.
They don't have to agree with you. They don't have to agree with you, bro. That don't mean you go take it. They don't have to agree with you. They could not agree with you now and then go home and think about it and come back and say, we agree with you. You don't even give them a chance to think about it. Man, y'all better shut the front door, man. It's too
Comply
early in the
within
morning.
48
Quit
hours
playing with me,
or
man.
face full-scale sanctions,
Quit playing with me,
trade
man.
disruption,
Quit playing with
and
me, man.
engineered unrest. This was not negotiation. This was extortion.
That's extortion,
Trump's
people,
exact
bro.
words were chilling in their simplicity.
You gonna
We
take
kept
most
your
of
region
it?
from collapse. Now it's time you repay the favor. But what he didn't anticipate was that Traore would not blink. No hesitation. No backdoor concessions. The captain summoned his intelligence chief and top generals and issued a single instruction: send a message back. Burkina Faso does not kneel. By midday, African
Debo.
news outlets erupted. Headlines flooded from Dakar to Nairobi. Trump ultimatum. Hand over resources in 48 hours. The world's eyes turned toward Ouagadougou, and the people of Burkina Faso.
And then what they saying is, well, where was the meeting at? Who was the people who agreed with you to, like, I know you just y'all had somebody gave y'all these ideas, but sometimes you could come up with the ideas by yourself, but you ain't talk to your people about this, Trump. Who are the people that was down with you that agree with you to send that over there and tell them, give them 48 hours and all that shit? Bro, it was nobody, dog.
Prepared for the storm, but Traore wasn't writing a reply with pen and paper. He was writing it with strategy and steel. You see, for months, something huge had been kept under wraps, buried beneath the dry plains of northern Burkina Faso. This wasn't rumor or guesswork. It was real. Massive, untouched oil reserves confirmed by a secret geological task force formed after Traore seized power. Russian engineers helped run the scans. Iranian drones flew under the radar. North Korean tech teams locked down the data. Everything was classified. Everything was secure until the first drill broke ground. And then the satellites caught it. American satellites, French satellites, the ever-watching eyes in the sky.
Yeah, this
Within
a lie.
48 hours, U.S.
That
intel
shit
found
hurt. The
strange
truth be
energy
hurting.
activity
I
in the
know.
Sahel.
That shit be
They
hurting.
tracked equipment
Hey,
flowing
that's
in
why
from
you don't lie
Iran
to yourself.
and Venezuela.
I'm lying to yourself.
Encrypted messages hinted at a new sovereign petroleum corridor.
These
And
people
soon
crazy,
the gold
boy.
signals lit up too.
They say it's the AI
Burkina
video
Faso
of
was already
messages,
taking
dog.
back its
Facts.
gold mines, quietly kicking out foreign contractors. French-controlled
You
companies
gotta put the
were being
message in the
replaced
AI to make
with
it
national military unit erected into a not run by
Smart
Wall
guys.
Street, not answering to Paris, not begging the IMF, but backed by its own people, its own army, its own vision. That wasn't just defiance. That was a blueprint. And that scared the hell out of them. They didn't just want the oil. They wanted to kill the idea before Mali,
Man,
Niger,
these all
Chad,
facts,
or
nigga.
Congo
No, what the
got
fuck
any
y'all
bright
stupid ass. It
ideas.
hurt. The truth
That's
be
when the
hurting.
phone
That
calls
shit
started.
hurt.
From Exxon, from Chevron, from
Nigga,
DC power players,
you can't put
all
people
asking the
names
same
and shit like
question,
that, nigga.
how do we
The
shut
fuck?
this down before it becomes
Y'all
another Libya, only this
Not
time
on YouTube,
African-owned? Their answer? Send Trump. Send the threat. Forse Traoré Tongil. But the man they picked? He doesn't kneel. When the message arrived in Ouagadougou, it wasn't dressed in diplomacy. It came wrapped in arrogance, the language of empire disguised as business. Trump's team delivered it like a business deal. But make no mistake, this wasn't negotiation. It was extortion. The demands were outlined in a 7-page document marked Confidential Strategic Resource Acquisition Framework, but the content was anything but subtle. 60% of Burkina Faso's oil production was to be granted to U.S. oil giants for stabilization and infrastructure purposes. Control of all major gold export routes was to be handed over to U.S.-approved
Nigga say we lie.
intermediaries.
This a
An
lie.
American advisory committee would
That shit
oversee
hurt.
all new mining contracts
shit hurt,
and
but
revenue
it's true.
distribution. And in exchange, promises of military security, cooperation,
They gonna protect
technology
you.
partnerships,
They
and
gonna
protection
protect
from
you.
regime change.
They gonna protect
Yes,
you.
you read that
Man.
right. Protection from regime
They gonna
change,
protect you.
a veiled threat buried beneath polite wording. The message, obey us or fall. And at the top of the document, in thick red ink, one handwritten note, Traoré has 48 hours. This wasn't just economic colonialism. It was imperialism.
They telling me
2.0
this a lie.
bold,
It's a lie.
naked,
Shit,
and direct.
okay, it's a lie.
Back in Washington,
Better go-
the
you
political
better go,
elite tried to play it cool.
find you somewhere
They
to get you
claimed
some
Trump
knowledge
was
from.
going rogue, acting on his own,
This is
not
crazy.
as part of official U.S. policy.
Nigga, this shit happened
But
way
behind
months
closed
ago.
doors, no
Nigga.
one was stopping him.
How
Because
y'all
deep
don't know?
down, Trump was just saying out loud what they'd all been thinking for years. We don't care who runs Africa, as long as we control what's under the ground.
That's
But
it.
Captain Ibrahim Traoré got the message loud and clear, and he had already made up his mind. No foreign power will dictate the future of our
The
land.
price of gold
If
ain't
this
doing
was going
nothing
to
but
be a
going
power
up,
play,
dog. Why would we?
Traoré was
Hey.
ready, but not as a pawn.
Hey,
He was stepping in as a leader, a sovereign.
would you want to rather have that gold, or would you rather have that oil? Shit, they can make, y'all say they can make gas prices go down, nigga. The motherfucking price of gold ain't going down. It keep going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. So which one? But if you get both of them, nigga, you gonna be hogging the whole world. Man, you better come on, dog. Y'all
Sovereign
stupid.
man,
Y'all better pay
representing
attention.
a sovereign nation. And Trump, he just threatened
That's
the wrong soldier. When that demand
They
landed
just
in
ain't
Burkina
going.
Faso's war room, Traoré didn't
You can't
flinch.
do everybody like
He
you
read the
did
letter
them what's
calmly
name.
twice.
They drug dealers,
Then he
dog.
set it aside,
Listen,
stood up, and said flatly,
that
so that's
country
their
you
price
just
for
took
peace?
over, Trump, that country you just took over, they didn't fight y'all because they drug dealers. They was doing something wrong, which means they grimy. Niggas that will change up, niggas that you can pay money to switch up. Like, that shit is not going to work on a lot of countries, Trump. Like, you got away with that one. Man, you got Colombia telling you to come get him right now. Colombia president tell you to come try that shit. That shit is not going to work with them. It's not gonna work, folks. So y'all can, I ain't saying we ain't gonna win the war. I'm saying they're gonna fight. You're not gonna walk right through the door and waltz right up in the door without no shootouts and nothing. And it's not gonna happen, dog. They're not gonna do that. That's what they're telling you. Like, so it seems like you just want to see people fight Trump for no reason. They telling you what's gonna happen if you try it. So, hey, I guess.
Slavery in a suit and tie. He didn't wait. He didn't hesitate. He lit a fire. They want 60% of our future, then they'll get 100% of our resistance. He didn't call Paris. He didn't call DC. He called the commander of the Special Sovereignty Force,
I don't even drink,
a
nigga.
shadow military unit created for exactly this kind of moment. Orders were issued fast.
Boy, it's 5 in the
oil
morning.
field,
If you drink a liquor
double
this
security
late, boy,
on
you
gold
stupid.
convoys, cut off all data flows to foreign contractors. Prep national television, a statement was coming. By noon,
I don't got
the
them
entire
bad
country
habits,
was
bro.
watching. The screen faded to black. Then came the flicker of a live feed. No fancy studio, no slick production. Just Traoré in uniform. One hand on the Burkinabe flag, the other on a folder marked Confidential U.S. Threat. His voice was calm. His stare was razor sharp. To the people of Burkina Faso and to our African brothers and sisters, an offer has been made to sell our oil, to sell our gold, to sell our honor in exchange for fear. He paused. The room held its breath. To those behind this insult, to Mr. Trump and his backers, you have misjudged us. We are not Libya. We are not Iraq. We are not your playground. We will never trade our land for your luxury. We will never bow to your bullets or your banks. You gave us 48 hours. Here's our response. You now have 48 hours to take your greed, your threats, and your arrogance and leave African soil. He stood, saluted,
And that's
and
exactly,
walked off screen.
and walk out
No
the screen.
questions, no deals,
Exactly.
no
He didn't
backing
even make
down.
a deal.
But while Traoré's speech
nothing
lit
to
up
talk
Africa,
about.
sparking cheers from Dar to Dar es Salaam,
Yeah,
another storm was quietly forming behind the
They
scenes.
say this fake news.
In oil boardrooms and intel agencies, panic
shit
hit
hurt.
at ExxonMobil. Urgent calls went out to DC. At Halliburton, strategy teams scrambled to assess the damage. And at CIA headquarters in Langley, alarms started going off. Traoré didn't fold. He went public. That was the problem. If Burkina Faso could say no and win, what was to stop Mali, Niger, Chad, or Congo from doing the same? So the pressure kicked up fast. CIA operatives started popping up more frequently in West Africa. Surveillance drones ran tighter flight paths over Burkina Faso's oil fields and gold routes. Social media lit up with sudden smear campaigns, calling Traoré unstable, erratic, even mentally unfit. And near the Ghana border, private contractors tied to a notorious intel firm were reportedly spotted moving in. The message from Washington was clear: this ends now. But Traoré's answer had already echoed across the continent. Africa is not yours to buy. Their mission? Destabilization from within. Meanwhile, major Western media networks suddenly aligned in message. They began a new narrative. Burkina Faso's economic isolation could trigger a humanitarian crisis. Experts warn, they said, Traoré is leading his country into ruin. But inside Burkina Faso, the opposite was happening. More people lined up to volunteer for oil field security units. Across Burkina Faso, the resistance wasn't just military. It was cultural, grassroots, and growing by the hour. University students held teach-ins on sovereignty and resource justice. Women's groups delivered food and supplies to soldiers guarding the gold mines. And every time CNN or the BBC ran another hit piece, young people didn't get angry. They laughed. Then they reposted it with the caption, "If they hate him this much, he must be doing something right." Captain Ibrahim Traoré understood something critical. The real enemy wasn't just Trump. It was the whole system, the global machine of banks, oil giants, spy agencies, and media empires that had stripped Africa for generations. And now, that machine had turned its full weight against one man because he dared to do the unthinkable. They said no and meant it. Burkina Faso was under siege politically, economically, digitally, but Traoré wasn't standing alone. Just days after
I'm gonna hit y'all with a furry fact. Hey, ChatGPT, can you tell me where fentanyl comes from?
Fentanyl was originally developed in Belgium back in the 1960s. It was synthesized by Paul Janssen, and it was initially intended for use as a powerful painkiller. Over time, it's spread globally and has been used in various countries.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying to y'all. Okay, didn't he just say that he went into New Zealand because of some fetty wop, right? Ain't that what he said, right? Bro, you know where that shit come from. You know where that shit come from. You know that shit don't come from nothing Spanish. That shit don't come from nothing Spanish, bro. So I don't want to hear that, dog, about you going in there about some drugs, dog. If you wanted to stop that shit, you know where it's coming from. You don't want no problems with them because you making deals with them folks. Y'all be trying to put that stuff on somebody else, dog. Yes, the essays use it to cut their drugs. Yeah, they do. The Spanish use it to cut their drugs. But if you wanted to stop it, shouldn't you go to the source? Why you keep trying to pop the people that's around him? Why you ain't going up in there and go get the drugs, man? Like, that's what you chasing, right? Man, you just want to put that on the Spanish, dog.
After his bold rejection of Trump's ultimatum, 3 military planes touched down in Ouagadougou. No bombs, no weapons, just brothers. From Mali came Colonel Assimi Goïta, silent, steady. From Niger, General Abdourahmane Chiani, eyes full of fire. And from Guinea, Colonel Mamadi Doumbouya, walking tall, no apologies, no suits, no diplomats, no foreign handlers. They walked into the presidential palace side by side. And when they came out, they stood next to Traoré for the world to see. Then came the line that shook the continent. If you touch Burkina Faso, you touch all of us. This wasn't just a statement. It was a new doctrine, Africa's answer to NATO. The AES shield. Mali sent battle-hardened advisors to protect oil fields. Niger deployed logistics teams to navigate desert terrain. Guinea opened its airspace for emergency supply runs. And they weren't just fighting on the ground. They took the fight online. AES-backed media launched a full-blown counterattack, exposing Western disinformation, highlighting the truth behind the resource war, flooding social feeds with one message: our resources, our future, our fight. The ripple effect was unstoppable. In Bamako, crowds filled the streets in solidarity with Traoré. In Conakry, Burkinabe flag hung. Even in Chad and the Central African Republic, youth groups chanted AS or death. Back in the West, intelligence agencies scrambled to keep up, but they'd missed one key thing. This wasn't just about Burkina Faso anymore. This was a Pan-African firewall, and Traoré wasn't retreating. He was marching forward, backed by a brotherhood forged not in treaties, but in war, betrayal, and the shared dream of true African freedom. While Western powers raged and scrambled behind closed doors, two global giants were already making their move, quietly, strategically, with zero apology. China and Russia. They didn't storm in with threats or arrogance. They showed up with something far more powerful: support, technology, and a message Captain Traoré would never forget. You are not alone. Just 72 hours after Trump's ultimatum hit the news, a low-key Chinese delegation landed in Ouagadougou. No cameras, no drama, just engineers, diplomats, and one game-changing offer: a fully operational oil refinery designed and built in 90 days. Gold valuation systems, that completely cut
They
out
say-
Western banks.
That's crazy how
And
they
most
say this shit a
importantly,
lie. Y'all
a
better,
digital
y'all
trade
better get
system
y'all,
powered by
y'all
China's
trolls
digital
better
yuan,
start reading.
bypassing both the CFA franc and the US dollar entirely. Burkina Faso wouldn't just own its oil
Y'all
and
better
gold,
start reading
it
for
would
real,
control
dog.
every step of the value chain.
People don't believe
And
that.
Russia, they
People
were
don't
right
believe
behind
that
the very
them whole ass satellites can see shit, nigga. You don't believe that shit running across the United States that's going on the outside of the United States, that satellite is detecting shit, nigga. I fucking believe that, nigga. That's how they be finding out motherfuckers growing weed in the middle of nowhere and shit, or moonshining and shit. Because nigga, on the weed, it's the electricity, the heat, nigga, the lights. The heat, they see that shit from them heat sensors. I know for sure helicopters got heat sensors. So, man, y'all crazy. That's
very
all
next
that shit
day,
is.
a Russian Ilyushin military
people
jet
seen
touched
that
down
thing
at a
from the-
secure airstrip.
Hey,
On board,
hey,
advanced
them people seen all that gold from them mountains, bro. The United States government seen from that satellite, seen all that gold from them mountains, bro. And nigga, they want to take that shit, nigga.
electronic warfare gear, and dozens of unmarked crates labeled specialized defense assets. Translation, Burkina Faso's oil fields
they
were
think
now
it's a
protected
game.
by
That shit ain't no
Russian-grade
game, bro.
anti-drone systems.
That shit,
Washington
nigga.
was stunned.
Yeah.
CNN called it a dangerous new axis. The State Department accused Traoré of selling out to dictatorships. But on the ground, in Africa, no one cared what the West thought, because to the people, Traoré wasn't bowing. He was fighting back. To them, China and Russia weren't invaders. They were tools. And AES, that was the future. A future without colonial strings. At this point, Traoré had done what no one thought possible. He rejected a US ultimatum, exposed a global resource grab, and brought China, Russia, and half of West Africa to his side. In the US, the media freaked out. CNN flashed red banners. Burkina Faso threatens US strategic
I'm telling
interests.
you, that's exactly
Fox
what
News
they
went
said.
full panic. Traoré must be
And this nigga is so soft-spoken, bro. That African man is soft-smoking, bro. He don't even make threats like that. That's what be crazy about. That's why I stopped watching. I watch all the news, all the country news, nigga. Nigga, you gotta stop. That title was, man, this man don't even talk like that, dog. So come on, dog. Like y'all crazy, dog. That whole title, dog. Man, that nigga ain't even did nothing like that, dog. Come on,
stopped.
dog.
Analyst panels filled up fast. Former CIA agents, oil CEOs, retired
Right,
generals,
it's that,
all
bro.
hammering one
Listen,
word,
dog.
dangerous. They called
Okay,
him
can
a
I ask you
madman,
something? Can I ask you
a dictator, a Putin
something?
puppet.
Can I ask you some, Miss Pam Berry? I'm not trying to be in your business, but what city you from? Well, nah, I ain't gonna even ask you that. What is the major resource of your city? What's the major resource of your city, Miss Pam? What's the major resource of your city? Whatever it is, okay, we're gonna say the major resource. Well, I see in Texas it's a bit different because the top major resource of our city is prisons. We got the most prisons in the United States. Okay, but after that, you know, it might be something to do with cattle or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine Trump coming to your city. Just say your major resource of your state is cows. He'd come to your state and say, well, you owe us for this. You owe us some taxes for this shit. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna take 60% of all them cows. Every cow you get back 60%, that shit is ours, nigga. It's more than what you make. He just take it, dog. It don't make sense, dog. What you trying to do to them people? They already doing bad over there. Like you trying to bring them all the way down? Come on now, y'all. We gotta be keeping real. What you trying to do? What are you trying to do?
Puppet, the next Gaddafi. But the internet wasn't buying it. Social media exploded. Hashtags surged.
I don't know what
Traoré.
major resources
The
that
Lion.
they make money off.
Number
The
Africa
state,
is
yeah,
not
they
for
base,
sale.
you know?
Number We
This
Are
is
All
about gold,
Burkina.
oil, and
African
drugs.
creators lit up YouTube and Instagram with videos praising his defiance. Even Black Americans joined in. This man just told Trump, "Over my dead body," and lived to talk about it. That's leadership. Pay
They still
attention.
go for
Back
60
in Burkina
years.
Faso, the
That,
youth clapped back
said
their
Francis
own
kicked
way.
out, they still
They
go
took
for 60
CNN's
years.
fear-mongering clips and remixed them
He
into
said,
protest
look
songs.
at the decline in the
They wore
UK,
T-shirts that
Europe.
said,
That's
"If
what,
CNN
that's what
hates you,
happened.
you're
That's
doing
what they
something
had
right."
in store for
Traoré
America
had
under the
stopped being
Democrats.
just a president. Even cover, "The Man America Can't Bully," inside Traoré's African
boy,
uprising.
you don't
But
understand,
with
dog.
fame came risk.
With the oil,
The more
how
Traoré's
much
name lit up
power
global
we
headlines.
got, boy. But what if though? It's always another outlet, dog. It's always another outlet. You can have the most, but it's always another plug, fool. I just feel like that. We can have all the oil, but it's always gonna be somebody who gonna buy a little bit more that they can sell too. And I just think that they ain't gonna want to make no deals with us, dog. I'm telling you, fool. They looking at, if you tell them no, nigga, that nigga 48 hours, bro. They ain't even get a chance to congregate there. He thought most people would have run. Now, I think if they didn't have a young president or whatever that is, like that little black soldier, like if it was an older person, they probably would have ran, fool. I'm telling you, dog. You fade them young people, dog. I just don't think you gonna be able to. Them countries that got leaders as soldiers, man, I don't think you just gonna be able to just punk them. Dog. Just don't think that like their leader is a soldier, meaning they lead, they the last say, and they fight if they got to too. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna just depot them, dog. Yeah, you can beat them. Yeah, we can whoop their tail. We know that. But they gonna fight. It's just a waste of money and time and lives. Y'all don't think? Like, it's just a waste of, like, let them people keep they resources, bro. It ain't like they got a few other things coming from out of there, but let them keep their stuff, bro. Bro, we got you like, but what if, man, listen, dog. It's just like if you're a drug dealer. Why would you buy drugs from a known jack boy? If you're a drug dealer, why would you purchase drugs from a dude that rob people? You know how they got some drug dealers, like they do a little bit of everything. They sell drugs, they might rob people, they might do a lot of shit. Why would you want to purchase drugs from? It just don't make sense, fool. It's stupid as hell, nigga. You don't got to make deals with him. They could say, nah, we don't want to make deals. We're going to wait till y'all get him out of the office. Then we'll come have talks with y'all. That's what they can say, fool. You can say no, dog. You do not have to make a deal with people because they got the most money. But I can tell you, fuck you and your money. So if I tell you, he don't even like, dog, that's like a gambling debt, nigga. You got 48 hours to pay me my money, nigga. I loaned you. Some shit like that. That's why I'm saying I just don't think the Senate would agree with that, dog. I don't care what y'all say. Well, maybe they would agree with it because they scared of Trump. But I don't think, dog, they don't agree with that, bro. Y'all, nigga, the way, nigga, that has never been done ever, nigga. Ever. Nigga, ever. A letter, 48 hours to do this. Nigga, we taking 60% or else. We gonna take over this country. Man, that nigga went in there and told that nigga, boy, you can exit my country, bro. Now you got 48 hours. Get your ass up out of here. We ain't trying to hear that shit. And this was months ago before New Zealand. See, nigga ain't went in there and tried to play with them. Yeah. Then he said that they said that in an article that nigga, they agree with the soldier, man, so bad that the people, the regular people, was trying to protect the shit, the mountains and shit. That's crazy. Protect the mountains from Trump and them if they try to come. I'm telling you, dog, you just causing a whole bunch of bullshit, dog. But at the same time, if y'all look up what happened to the soldier, man, today, I mean 2 days ago, they trying to smoke him. What's the influential of that they trying to smoke? They trying to unalive this soldier. He been escaping their asses, man. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen to him, bro. Look at the people is gonna try to take this man out, dog. Hey, now y'all can say what you want to say. It's looking like a long time ago, y'all say when we first started going to war in Iraq that we took that oil. Nah, that's not taking no oil, nigga. This is taking oil. Nigga, you just took that shit. That nigga didn't even wait. That nigga stopping trucks the next day, nigga. Give me this. We need that. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, but that's what I saw. Hey, that's what I saw now. You know what I'm saying? That nigga is gangster. That nigga done been shot. See, y'all, had y'all ever thought that, man, he could be bad because he got shot? These niggas try to kill me. Nigga, they try to assassinate me. Nigga, I'm finna make it bad for everybody. Then a lot of people say too that Trump got some type of sickness too that he ain't telling nobody about. He could be grumpy from that. You know, like you are entitled to like who you like, bro. But once them people band together, bro, they're gonna be exactly powerful as us, dog. We powerful, bro. We got the gadgets and all that good shit. When you got motherfucking 4-5 countries together, nigga, band together against our one country, man, hey, it's gonna put up a good fight, fool. We might still win. We probably still gonna win 90% of the time, but it's gonna put up a damn good fight and probably not easy, dog. You know what I'm saying? All these motherfucking places watching us, and they gonna start having conversations on the back end without us, like about us, like. I'm telling you now, watch. You gonna go they gonna be trying to have meetings with these people, and they probably ain't gonna even want to go to the meeting with Trump now no more, bro. They ain't gonna even want to talk to him. You see that he come to the meeting, he don't even say a word. He told that nigga, now I'm just gonna give you 48 hours to leave my country, and walked off the stage, nigga. It ain't nothing to talk about. This is our country. You're not gonna take it from us. You're not gonna take it from us, bro. He said it's not for sale. Y'all making deals for a whole country. That's not what you do. That's not what you do, bro. You don't make deals for a whole country. And if they don't make the deal, nigga, you gonna just blow it up, man. Because he know one thing. If he blow the country up, it's still gonna be gold there. But boy, that gold and that oil, boy. Guns and butter. Y'all ever heard the saying guns and butter? Man, that gold and that oil, boy, is something serious for America, boy. Boy, it could be something serious or it could be something deadly. Because what if he just saying he doing this to make the price low? What if he keep the price the same? What y'all gonna say? Y'all gonna still rock out with him? Y'all know he lie a lot. Y'all know he lie a lot, dog. He could just say that, nigga, he ain't changing the prices of that, nigga. But to get the groceries low, the groceries got something to do with the farmers and all that shit, but it also got something to do with getting here, the fuel. So they got to get that down, dog. They got to get that down, dog. They're going to have to get the price of that shit down. I mean, this is his way to earn, like, hey, this is where he's earning his votes back, babe, to show that he doing something, I guess. But hey, I don't know what to say, man. America also bully small country shit, dog. You didn't realize that. I showed y'all the way that America took over their country, bro. You know, most countries got shit at the edge of their country, like to warn the middle of the country that, man, there's some shit coming in. They got jets coming in from different countries, you know. Man, America blew they shit up, nigga, from the start. Nigga, they had ships on the water. Nigga, they had everything. Nigga, it wasn't no escaping this, nigga. And you didn't even have to do all that because you already paid the people out. They said America paid them people, them soldiers, for that president of New Zealand, $10 to $20 million to fold, basically snitch or roll or whatever you want to call it. Bro, that's a lot of bread, bro. A whole army, and they said they was like only 2 of them didn't like take the bread. Like, nigga, out of all them soldiers, bro, just blowing bag. He blew a bag. Y'all don't think that, man? He blew a bag. That, listen, dog, that's not going to work on every country, bro. That bribery shit, bro. A lot of them people in them armies in them other countries definitely can't make it if they ain't loyal. Bro, it is people that hate our guts, our country guts, bro. They don't want our money. They don't want nothing easy that we got because they think we got it easy. So they don't want nothing from us. That only work with them, bro. They smile. Bro, the bigger countries, bro, boy, telling you. The bigger countries got different armies, bro. It ain't just one army, bro. Like, that was easy. Like, that was a drug dealing country, a president that was drug dealer. Like, it was simple. Now y'all didn't even have to unalive nobody. Y'all shoot missiles and shit as diversion so y'all can get in there. Then y'all didn't even, they opened up the door. The soldiers, they said the soldiers, let y'all walk right past them. And this is on CNN, so don't tell me nothing. They say, nigga, he ain't have to kick in no door. $5 to $10 million is what them people got. Moved them into safe houses, them and their families. But at the same time, they say them niggas was treating their people bad. So what you expect? If you are a drug dealer in your country as the president, dog, El Chapo would never do no shit like that. He would never do no shit like that, dog. Never. Never. That's how he created armies, by taking care of people, fool. Getting small shit like electricity, running water in them little Mexican towns that don't got that shit. And he created armies and people that loved him, even though he was the bad guy. So you reaping the benefits from all that money in that country and not helping them people over there is, come on now, you know they was coming for you. You know they was coming for you, dog. Like El Chapo would never do that to Mexico. Like, he gonna make sure them people got what they need with that money that he makes, bro. I guarantee you, if we will just watch the movie, like watch the documentaries, nigga. Nigga, that nigga took over whole villages, nigga, and created armies with villages, nigga. Showed them some shit they never seen. Yeah, I said a village. You know, villages don't be having lights and shit. Like, they don't be having lights and shit, nigga. He go over there, get them niggas lights and running water. Regular necessities, nigga. They love this nigga like he the president. He not. He say the CIA motherfucker, they was already there. Yeah, bro, they was already, bro. They said a month ago they built a little building, the same type of building, looked the same way that the Venezuelan president lived in, and they been practicing how they was going, the tactics that they was going. Nigga, they used some shit. Don't get it twisted, bro. Bro, they used a chopper that you can refuel in the sky, one of them quiet motherfuckers that don't make a sound. Then they use 4 motherfucking extra choppers with gunners like around that 5th chopper. And that 5th chopper was the elite niggas that went inside and grabbed them niggas out. Wasn't nothing coming around that bitch, bro. They had ships on the water. If you had somebody try to come in here, nigga, we sparking their ass. They caught them slipping, bro. Them niggas didn't even get to lock the doors, right? But this shit was weird, dog. It was weird. They're talking about they didn't get the lock. Nigga, they left the door open, stupid. Come on, my nigga. That's what they were supposed to do. Shit. He said he was poor before he was rich. Yeah, dog, you got to help your people, dog. When you doing illegal tactics, that's called paying tithes, dog. Like, that's called paying tithes. You don't want, Like you can rule in fear if people owe you money and shit, but you want to take care of the poor people that ain't got nothing to do with the drug dealer. Come on, bro. Y'all making millions, bro. They say y'all last president was the biggest drug narco in history. Come on, my nigga. Like in history, bro. Y'all were making billions, bro. And you wasn't taking care of your people, fool. They say, I got a link on my wall. Now, I'm really about to get up out of here. Yeah, fool. You wasn't taking care of your people, man. Like, you got to take care of your people, dog. It's like paying tithes to churches, bro. Like, drug dealers forgot about that shit in these days and times. They forgot about going to the church on Sunday and dropping that money in the cup because of all the dirt you did this week. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't be having no good luck. They be too gangster to go to church. Ain't nothing. Hey, you don't got to go there. You just got to talk to the preacher and go and put something in the sack. Nigga, you know, but all the shit that you did in the streets, dog. Motherfuckers make that money and keep it for their family and shit. Then that's why they lock your wife up too, nigga. Your wife gonna go to jail too because she's spending that money, nigga. I'm like, well, why they like the wife up? Yeah, she's spending the money too. Like, this is a whole country that's drug dealers, dog. Y'all keep opening that bitch right back up. It's probably like New Zealand. And then they said that the New Zealand drug bag don't even go nowhere near the United States. So they don't even know why the United States worry about it. They said that New Zealand drug bag goes to Europe, fool. That's what they said, dog. So what are you like? I'm telling y'all, dog, it's something else they hide. It'll come out eventually with that other president. But every citizen has a peak, and America is hitting a peak. And when you hit that peak, you fall. Yeah, man. Hey, you right, dog. You right, fool. But I just don't think, dog. You really think that, dog, with there being a higher power, whatever you believe in, you think that he gonna let evil shit just win forever? Bro, they are clashing against each other, bro. It is white people fighting against white people, fool. Like, they scared to speak up now. We're talking about some of the most outspoken people. But when it comes to they people, they quiet than a motherfucker, boy. They won't even challenge, like, and then once he out of office, they gonna be speaking loud and proudly. The shit be lame, dog. You know what I'm saying? He say, I'm from Louisiana. And all they do is like, man, that's all they do is lock people up down there in Texas, bro. We have the most prisons in the United States, bro. Texas do. That's our top resource. Our top resource is prisons. Look it up. That's where Texas get all it, and then oil. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nigga, y'all know. Shit, this shit here is like it's just wild, dog. That nigga try to like go like, bro, that shit that he try to take from Africa, and then like with on top of that oil, boy, would have had us sitting pretty down here, bro. It shouldn't been with that shit. If he would have took that shit, dog, and had all that, but still with that oil, bro, that oil, bro, it shouldn't be nothing. That's only if you can get off the shit. You know you can get off of it through us, but you also looking at you getting off of it through the other countries too, fool. It's like, nigga, when you got 3,000 keys, nigga, man, it ain't no one man can just get rid of 3,000 keys. Fool. I don't give a fuck who you is. You're gonna have to front that shit off to somebody. It's a lot of bricks. It's a lot of bricks, bro. Unless you got one lick, nigga. But that ain't how niggas hustling. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, 3,000 kids, you're gonna have to have some type of help. Fool. Somebody gonna have to help you. You see what Big Meech and them did? Nigga, that nigga had all that dope. Nigga, he had to hire help from niggas in states, different states, nigga, not a city. Nigga, that nigga had to go to different states, nigga, and niggas who was making noise, man, make them niggas BMF, nigga. Give them some dope, fool. They when you give a nigga something that change a nigga life, nigga, they gonna ride. They gonna ride, nigga. That nigga was taking over states, fool. That nigga Big Meech had essays scoring dope from him, nigga. That nigga was bigger than life, nigga. Like, nigga. He say, why they like to folks up? People do shit wrong. People do shit wrong. But a lot of that drug shit, dog, like, dog, you shouldn't get a life sentence for no drugs, fool. Like, a life sentence for drugs? Like, I get the narcos and shit. Bro, we talking about some street level shit, dog. Niggas in there getting 20, 25 years, bro. Them gang enhancement and shit, that shit dumb, fool. An average motherfucker don't even live to even see 125 years. So what y'all put it on the board for? It's just a set of example to show you who got the power. We get gangs is wrong. I'm not in the gang. We get gangs is wrong. But that ain't said no motherfucking as a motherfucker commit one crime because they in the gang, nigga. Y'all give motherfuckers 126 years on gang enhancements, nigga. Like, that shit's stupid, dog. It's a lot of shit needs to change, bro. Y'all don't realize how much shit them gangs protect too. You never really hear robberies of stores around there, do you? You never hear Fox CNN, they just robbed Medea's corner store on Hoover Street. You don't see that. It's not going to happen. Whoever robbed that store got to answer to somebody. Bro, they got young niggas that patrol the sections that ask you where you from. That's their job, nigga. If you don't look like you from over there, that's why they do that, fool. That's exactly why they do it. That's policing your own section in a way. You're never gonna see them rob the taco stand. Yeah, he robbed the taco stand and he shot the. It's not gonna happen because that dude who's selling tacos in that section paying taxes to one of them gangs, dog. It's not gonna happen, dog. So you got to understand they stop a lot of crimes too. It create crimes. We ain't gonna, but it stops some shit too, fool. When you see robberies in California, them niggas going to Saks and Field. They going into the big stores, running out that hoe, jewelry store. Nigga, they not going into no corner store, nigga. Robbing a corner store is not gonna get you nothing, nigga. Nothing, nigga. Not what them youngsters looking for. I just seen a robbery where people got off with 8. They either said 80 Rolexes or 8. I think they said 80 Rolexes. 80 Rolexes, fool. Ran to the jewelry store down there, nigga. 80 Rolexes, bro. Dog, man. They said it was like $1.5 million worth of jewelry they took out with, bro. Yo, fool. Then the young niggas got caught because they cashed it out and took pictures with the money. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hold on. He say, yeah, it's extortion, bro. Alone people don't come, they put it on your credit, fool. They put it on your credit, bro. They don't come kicking your door and take your house away from them. They'll confiscate it eventually. But the money part, for you to get the money to put the money down on the house, the loan part, bro, they don't kick in your door for that. Bro, that's a debt. It goes on your credit, fool. So how is going to your country taking it over? You know what I'm saying? Like, that is extortion, dog. Y'all don't realize what that. I don't want to listen, dog. That's extortion, dog. That's extortion, dog. In any type of form, that's extortion. What they just did, dog. You said 48 hours, dog. Bro, you know it takes. They gotta send it too. They have to have talks with. Niggas Nigga, I don't even think that's enough time to bring all their leaders together to even have a talk about it, bro. That's whoever done us like that, bro. Nobody agreed to that, dog. I promise you, the Senate did not agree to that letter being wrote to Africa. That was Trump's deal, dog. That's their way of making shit cheaper, I guess. That's what's gonna happen. That's what we gonna go through. To get the gas and groceries cheaper, food. We gotta go through all that. That is legal extortion, man. I keep telling y'all, and if it ain't legal, by next January 1st, they'll change the law so they can tweak it so it will be legal. I swear, bro. That's what they do for them, bro. If it is something wrong that looks legally wrong for them, they're gonna make sure they fix it, tweak it, so it'll be legal. You say gas is cheap in A-Town, groceries, man. Listen, man, the groceries not getting cheaper where I'm from, bro. I'm finna explain to y'all what I'm talking about. Where you from, Billy? I'm from Texas. One of our major grocery stores is called H-E-B. Okay, H-E-B has 3 brands. They have an H-E-B brand. They have a Hill Country brand, which is a middle level brand of a product, and they have the top brand. Okay, they got a Hill Country coffee. They don't make it in everything. They just make it in certain shit. Okay. And certain shit, they only make 2 brands, the real one and the Hill Country one. Okay, so in the coffee, they only have a Hill Country and and the Folgers. Okay, the same size coffee, Hill Country is made because it's a cheaper brand, bro. It's always supposed to be cheaper than Folgers, bro. It's Hill Country, nigga. It's like a generic brand. Bro, I can run a video tomorrow and show y'all that the Hill Country is more expensive than Folgers. I can show it to y'all right now. It costs more than the top brands, bro. Why? It got something to do with them farms and their tariffs, all that bullshit, bro. People who paying the taxes on the shit. Once you pay the tax to Trump, nigga, you can put whatever type of price on the product that you want to. You can put whatever type of price on the product that you want to once you pay your taxes to Trump, pay that little tax to him, bro. You can put whatever, nigga. You can 3 times the price. That's what's gonna happen, bro. Like, I mean, shit, like, that shit is like, that's a dangerous way of thinking. Like, boy, just imagine $1 fried, nigga. They turn that bitch to $5. Like, just imagine like that type of shit. Like something simple. The simplest shit is gonna be triple and quadruple it. Like, it's crazy, y'all. I can show y'all tomorrow when the grocery store open. It's right around the corner from my house. I can go in there and film a video and show y'all the different versions, bro. Now that shit, that Hill Country costs more than any top coffee. More than it ain't more than Starbucks, but it's more than nigga. Folgers is the #1 coffee in the nation, nigga. How the fuck is that shit higher than Folgers, bro? We talking about this is a generic brand. Hey, it's a generic brand. Shit got something to do with that shit, bro. Once them people get to paying them high ass taxes on that shit to Trump, they gonna start putting all type of ridiculous ass prices on it, and you gonna pay it. But you just ain't gonna have no coffee. Yeah, you know they troll. I don't pay them trolls. I let them rock out. They entitled in their opinion till they disrespect me. Then I'll take them out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, them tariffs, bro. Them tariffs is causing all that shit, dog. I can show it to you. I came back telling my girl. I explained that to her, and she thought I was lying. So I had to take her in the store and show her. I said, dog, this shit don't make no sense. So since the terrorist shit happened, like once that shit happened, where they had to like really, really take the shit out the shelves, my girl works in a liquor store. we was in HEB noticing a lot of the slots was empty from them people who coming from them products coming from the other countries. Fool. So, and definitely with that liquor, you know, a lot of countries import liquor. A lot of them brands, it's not on the shelf no more, bro. Tell you, dog, that nigga is, y'all think it's a game, dog. No, that nigga put a dent into a lot of people's pockets, bro. That to where they'll probably never ever make a deal with him, not because just because they don't trust him. That's not a dog. You don't want to live as a presidency like that, bro. Not being that we got the most money, like, bro. And then on top of that, you a billionaire. Like, you should be throwing the money. Yeah, but I can show it to y'all if y'all think it's a game, dog. That shit is like crazy, dog. Them prices is ridiculous, dog. We talk about, dog, the chicken, dog. The chicken is cheaper than the eggs. How come the chicken, the meat, pause, the meat is cheaper than the eggs? Okay. Go look it up. Y'all want me to show y'all? I think I have to show y'all this shit because I can show y'all this shit because y'all think that that's what made me get into what the fuck is a terrorist and all that shit. And I got to seeing like once they pay that shit, nigga, they can put whatever type of price. It's on any type of product that comes from a different country, bro. It don't matter what it is, dog. A lot of everything that we got is made in another country, dog. So they can motherfucking do whatever they want to do with it, bro. Like they can do whatever, dog. Jordans can be, man. Since China put their hands on Jordans, that could make Jordan have to jump them prices of them shoes up 2 or 3 times, and he could do it because of that shit. Now, we don't know how many you gonna sell, but you gonna have to up the price, brother. That's the problem that he got with Elon Musk. Y'all know that Elon Musk just built a Tesla factory brand new in Mexico. Oh, yes, that falls under the Terrorist Act, too. That's where him and Trump got all them problems at. To remind you, I know this is to be facts, man. I work for them. Man, I work for these people. These are facts. That's what's creating the problems with him. Anything that come from another country, they ain't making no deals with nobody. He want to make a deal with you, but he can't make a deal with you in front of everybody's face. It's going to have to be some under the table shit. You can't make a deal with Elon Musk on that factory. And see, what's crazy is he built the factory before. He started building it before. And then Trump just changed. The government changed all these rules and shit, and he filed under that shit. I'm telling y'all, dog, it's a lot of people. Dog, y'all think it's a game, dog. Y'all think it's a lot of money that ain't getting made off this shit, dog. Like, they making a lot of money, but it's a lot of money that's not getting made, man. Just know that. And they mad. But it is what it is. This is America, man. I think I've been in here too goddamn long any motherfucking way. Yeah, them terrorists just got shit sky high. Sky high, bro. Sky high, bro. What they gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna start growing y'all own food? Y'all gonna have chickens in the backyard and shit? Nigga, they gonna punk us into spending that money. Same way they do other countries. You keep the prices high, they punking us right now, nigga. making us spend some shit, high ass shit, nigga. And they got mad, they got control of the shit, bro. Dog. They just want to have real the most. They want to have back. They want to be the leaders in everything. That's all it is with America, bro. They just want to be the leaders. Like we want to have the most of everything. So if we got the most, we can control the ticket. Nigga. Could rule out of fear, fool. Once you got all that money is power. That's what Trump think. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out of here after this. We'll play a song and I'm gone, dog. Y'all ain't hit the like button. Make sure y'all hating asses hit the like button. Y'all doing all this commenting. Y'all motherfuckers don't be hitting the like button. That shit be weird, dog. Y'all stay here the whole live and won't even hit the like button, dog. What kind of shit is that, dog? Like, I know y'all gotta be. I know y'all ain't that hateful. Make sure you subscribe. Shit, grab your membership or something, man. I don't be asking for no money over here. I'm just over here I be trying to, you know, give people insights on shit, and little knowledge and shit, dog. Like, sometimes the truth hurt like a motherfucker, fool. The truth hurt, dog. That's why you shouldn't lie to yourself. Why you gonna lie to yourself when you already know the truth, fool? You know what I'm saying? But shit, I'm gone, man. Oh man, why you gonna lie to yourself when you really know the truth, dog? You know the truth, man. That shit go with the truth. Will it hit you? Oh, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all been a wonderful audience, man.
Every day some new shit. Beefing with my bitch right now, but life still lit. Riding down the strip, $500,000 whip. 5 M's for the kid for ice like this. Everything I want to hit, I scratched them off the list. Ask about me, word around the town, I'm a pimp. Ho won't get my heart, I'm putting you down, I'm not a simp. Big OG, I'm him. Park the back the lamb and then go GLE, I'm trip. Catch a nigga and blam, Dritch gang, we ain't nothing like them. Only nigga you know that rap come through the rack, no tint. Hustler got the racks back, man, my pockets are stacked with lit. All blue hunters look like flapjacks, now it's a duffel in my knapsack. I don't back, go check my track record, niggas shot at us, we clap back. At 18, I was a 7-figure nigga after tax. I spent the ticket on both the bitches I wiped, and that was facts. On Twitter, don't believe the hype, I put my life on wax. I made a back end, blew that shit the same night as sex. I wake up and go get that cake, I ain't the type, relax. Me, Dank Rails, split a lick 3 ways to get a brick of crack. The Glock hit once a day like a freight train. His brains on the train, play no games, mention my name, we call them the same day on Max. Then I listen to what them fans saying on them damn apps. I ain't snitching on my mans, nigga, fuck a fair tap. Soon as we hop out that van, that's a fucking head tap. And I'm GDK, EBK, MBG, and LMB craze. Give me a switch to get like NCAA, nigga, I'll blitz. Niggas bitches, I don't appreciate it, but his Twitch act like he crazy. Sit the hit, I'm mad cause he made me, I was getting high at the rent. 10K for the fit, I'm too wavy. 29, I'm rich with 3 babies. Pinky ring, the wrist cost 380, really made it, I'm the shit. Investigations, yes, I evaded. Mouth shut, you know how we played it. Now I'm MIA, might be Vegas. Thank God I went legit. Swerve. Thank God I went legit. Swerve.
Big dog status, Bell Harbor. I bought Lennox Mall for my brothers. Sold your bag, told the cutter. I got it out the field, fuck Russell. Going ass Lori about the paddock, and going ass Jordan ass dead. Philippe water trying to drown a bitch. Just a habit tricking on a bitch. Shit, I'm thinking I'm cooking a pimp. Shit, I'm cooking up dope like a dump. Shit, like her first gon' sit nigga trim. Shit, I'm floating them out in the blimp. Shit, it look like I'm swimming in glass. Shit, I turn on my bitch cause she bad. Shit, I'm making my ex nigga mad. Shit, they go for that number for man. Real nigga alert up, wearing a bag. Piping a bitch and they never got cash. Turn up the shooters with switch go bad. Stay with some scammers but no one's okay. Trapping no rapping, my dog, he fall off. No capping, no bound.